of the 15 Filipino crew on board, two were in the most affected or hit area by the missile, and this resulted in the two casualties that we had confirmed, and our hearts and sympathies are all out to the families. We have reached out to both of the families and the licensed manning agency and have assured the families of the police assistance. There are three injured of the 15. Two of them from the missile strike, and one obtained an injury as the crew were on emergency evacuation as they were disembarking the ship. 13 of the crew, 13 of the 15, are now in Djibouti, an African country east of Africa, and the three who are injured are in hospital in Djibouti, and 10 are in a hotel. And I had just come off a video call with the 10, and I attest that they are safe and sound. And I'd also had a conversation with the Indian captain who assured me that they're all safe and sound, and that at this stage he will also seek the protection of the 10 Filipino crew. We have reached to the families I'd mentioned and had assured them of our support.
Right. Usec Hans, I was wondering if you could provide us a bit more context. Obviously, a lot of Filipino seamen crew merchant ships, and a lot of these ships pass through the Red Sea. Do you have any numbers of how many Filipino seafarers pass through that area, or, are in that area perhaps?
Well, I don't have the figures at this stage, but suffice it to state that on a daily basis, even as the attacks had transpired, I saw a visual graph the other day, and the dotted points on that graph mark the number of ships passing through. There's quite a number of ships passing through still, because, of course, as you know, there are maritime authorities of different nations patrolling the area, including the Indian Navy. By the way, I need to mention the Indian Navy because the Indian Navy had facilitated the safe emergency evacuation of the crew as the ship was burning off the coast of Aden, and had transported the crew to Djibouti. So our thanks to the Indian Navy, and we know, of course, that the International Bargaining Forum had declared the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden as high-risk areas, meaning our seafarers could refuse sailing when upon knowledge that the ship will navigate the area. And once the seafarer elects to proceed with the voyage, then the seafarer will get double compensation, and in the event of death and disability, double compensation as well. And in addition, security support should be on board the ship, as was the case. We had confirmed this with the licensed manning agency, that indeed there were security personnel on board that ship.
Right. Go ahead, Riza.
Usec, the remaining 10 Filipino crew members that were evacuated, what will happen to them? Will they be repatriated?
Well, we're arranging for the repatriation. We had coordinated with the DFA, and we're thankful, very, very thankful to the DFA as well, as our embassy is looking at, of course, providing assistance as well on the ground to the crew that I had mentioned, the 10 Phil crew. We know that the Indian captain had visited the three seafarers in hospital, and the Indian captain has confirmed that they are stable and undergoing medical treatment in hospital.